Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90 Day Fiancé. Everything to know about Loren's parents Bryan and Marlene. 90 Day Fiancé franchise star Loren Bravarnic's parents Marlene and Bryan Goldstone have always participated in the on-screen action. And it's time to discuss the mom and dad. Now that Loren and her husband, Alexei Bravarnik, have their own spin-off, they are often seen on camera. Not much is known about the Florida residents, but some information about their personal lives is available. Marlene and Bryan first appeared in 90 Day Fiancé Season 3 in 2015, as well as 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? And 90 Day Fiancé, What Now? At the time, Loren was in the process of bringing her fiancé Alexei to America. Loren's parents temporarily welcomed the soon-to-be newlyweds into their home, so their daughter and son-in-law could set money aside for their future. Marlene and Bryan also have a younger daughter, Rebecca Goldstone. They are grandparents to Shai, Asher, and Ariel Bravarnik. Marlene and Bryan have been married for 38 years and live in Boynton Beach, Florida. Their home is an hour north of Loren and Alexei's apartment, and they try to see their daughter and son-in-law as much as possible. This is especially true now that there are 3 grandchildren in the mix. From the beginning, Marlene and Bryan repeatedly crossed lines and were very protective of Loren. They are known for their tough love and important parental advice. Like most mothers and fathers, they were worried about Loren's relationship with Alexei. Since Alexei was moving to the U.S. from Israel, Loren's parents wondered if Alexei was using her for a green card. On the spin-off Loren and Alexei, after the 90 days, they voiced their concerns about Alexei returning home to visit his family and attend his cousin's wedding. Loren was still pregnant with Asher and very hormonal. Marlene and Bryan didn't want her to be left home alone with Shai. When Marlene and Bryan aren't meddling in Loren's business, they have their own jobs. Loren's dad Bryan's LinkedIn page says he works as a director of environmental services at HCA East Florida. Bryan previously worked in the hospitality industry at Sodexo and Hospital Housekeeping Systems. Bryan has his own Instagram page, where he posts photos of his family. Loren's mom Marlene is a realtor at First Choice GMAC Real Estate in Pompano Beach, Florida, according to her LinkedIn. Marlene also has an Instagram account, but has only posted 3 photos. Even though Marlene and Bryan constantly get involved in Loren's life, they only want the best for her. During After the 90 Days Season 2, they butted heads with the 90 Day Fiancé couple about a possible move. They are loving grandparents to Shai, Asher, and Ariel, and are always there to help if needed. Therefore, living far away from them may be difficult. Loren is lucky to have her parents in the same state, since Alexei's parents live in another country. It is unclear whether Alexei and Loren's spin-off will be renewed for another season, but if it is, Marlene and Bryan will probably appear. When it comes to 90 Day Fiancé fan favorites, Loren and Alexei Bravarnik are at the top of the list. Their journey from Miami girl meets Israeli medic to building a beautiful family of 5 has played out in front of the cameras for years. But behind the success of Loren's story is a support system that often goes under the radar. Her parents, Bryan and Marlene Goldstone. Fans have seen glimpses of them on the show, especially during emotional family moments. But who exactly are the people who raised Loren, and what do they really think of her whirlwind romance turned lasting marriage? Let's take a deep dive into everything you need to know about Bryan and Marlene, the parents who helped shape one of the most beloved TLC stars. 1. A Miami background. Bryan and Marlene are longtime residents of South Florida, where Loren grew up before her life-changing birthright trip to Israel. That trip, of course, is where she met Alexei. Miami's diverse culture, strong Jewish community, and vibrant social life played a huge role in Loren's upbringing, and her parents were right in the center of it all. Marlene, with her warm personality and straightforward advice, often comes across as the protective mother, while Bryan, quieter but sharp, embodies the role of the calm, level-headed dad. Their Miami roots provided the couple with a close-knit family environment, something Loren has always emphasized when talking about her childhood. 2. Marlene, the protective matriarch. Fans of 90 Day Fiancé will remember Marlene's candid takes during her daughter's early romance. When Alexei first arrived in the U.S., Marlene was cautious, openly questioning how quickly things were moving and whether her daughter was ready for such a big step. Marlene has often been portrayed as the traditionalist of the family, valuing security, stability, and family unity. She isn't shy about voicing her concerns, whether it's about Loren adjusting to motherhood, the challenges of managing Alexei's immigration process, or balancing family responsibilities. But underneath that tough love exterior is a mother who has always been deeply invested in Loren's happiness. Her bond with her grandchildren, Shai, Asher, and Ariel, has softened her on-screen image even more. She beams with pride when she talks about her daughter as a mother and loves spending time with her grandkids, even if she sometimes challenges Loren's parenting style. 3. Bryan. The quiet strength. While Marlene is often vocal, Bryan tends to take a more reserved approach. He doesn't insert himself into drama unnecessarily, but when he speaks, it carries weight. Fans saw Bryan as a grounding force during the tension-filled conversations about Loren's decisions, whether it was moving forward with Alexei or managing family expectations. He has a dry wit that occasionally peeks through, providing comic relief in moments of stress. What sets Bryan apart is his calm demeanor. He isn't one to overreact, and he tends to be the peacemaker between Marlene, Loren, and sometimes Alexei. His influence is clear. Loren has often described her father as someone she deeply admires, a man of integrity and patience. 4. Their relationship with Alexei. At the start, Bryan and Marlene weren't entirely sold on their daughter's fiancé. The cultural differences, the challenges of visas, and the reality of Alexei uprooting his life for Loren worried them. Like many 90-day fiancé parents, they struggled with the idea of their daughter marrying someone they hadn't known long enough. But over the years, Alexei proved himself. His steady devotion to Loren, his work ethic, and his commitment to their growing family gradually won them over. Fans saw the shift, from cautious skepticism to open affection. Today, both Bryan and Marlene clearly adore Alexei and often speak highly of him, acknowledging how well he loves their daughter and grandchildren. 5. Grandparent life. The arrival of Loren and Alexei's 3 children turned Bryan and Marlene into doting grandparents. Marlene in particular has embraced the role wholeheartedly, often stepping in to help Loren during stressful moments. While Loren has spoken openly about the challenges of postpartum struggles, especially after her second child, her parents were there as part of her support system. The grandchildren also gave fans a chance to see a softer side of Bryan, who lights up when spending time with them.